Here we go, come with me. There's a world out there that we should see. Take my hand, close your eyes. With you right here, I'm a rocket till let's fly.
Alright, welcome to American Airlines Flight 994, destination the local practice area on my final check ride prep. Today we're doing it solo, see how I do on my own without any instructions. So yeah, here goes. So prepping for the actual check ride, I'm actually going to do a passenger brief to the examiner. Open a window here, get some air. So first thing we're going to do is how to use a seatbelt. Let me open the door here. So sir, the seatbelt works by, just like your car, pulling the strap over your lap and shoulder and clicking in it to the receptor. Make sure it's secure, not coming off. To release, you push the red button next to it and it comes off. It's very simple, just like your car. Strap myself back in. So that's your seatbelt. Your seat has an adjustment knob under. You pull up and slide just like in your car. Let it go, it'll release, and move it a little bit until it clicks. Make sure it doesn't move. Your seat back also should be secure. To operate the doors, you have a lever here that goes down once the door is closed into the lock position. At this point the door will not open. To open the door, you pull the tab lever up and it releases. You can swing the door open. This reminds me, I'll cover it later again, but covered later. If you're feeling hot, there's vents here. Turning to the left will open them up. Adjust up and down, it's a ball slide. Same for this one here. We also have a cabin vent here that I can pull and bring more air from under. In the rear, all the way at the back by the rear window under the baggage area, there is two flotation devices. Should we make a water landing, for example, we'll want to grab those. This brings me to the next item of emergency. In case of an emergency, so you're aware of what happens, I'm gonna make a controlled landing on the ground, communicating our position. Should there be a fire under here in between our seat, there is a fire extinguisher with two straps, locking strap. You just pull the straps up, take the fire extinguisher out. There's a pin on top. Pull the pin, press the clench the handle, and it'll discharge. We want to discharge obviously at the fire, which means in order to kill the fire we have to suffocate it, which means this place is going to fill up with whatever it releases. No air. We're going to have to open the window, get the vents going once the fire's out. So try not to breathe that. Once we're landed, or before we're landed, we want to make sure the doors are open and in a way that they're not going to close on us. That way when we crash, when we land, or should something happen and the frame twists, we're not locked in. So what we'll do is open the doors in flight. It's not a problem as long as it's secure. We're not banking or anything. You're going to open the release. You can open the door and shove something in here if you can. If not, just put your headphones in there. I don't know what else we could jam it. With the 182 we can push this back down and it locks the door from closing again. So once we're on the ground, you open your door, you get out through your door. Do not go to the front or anywhere where there's a fire. Go to the rear. We'll meet a good 20 feet or more towards the rear. Should your door not be open, we go through my door, or if need be, kick out the windows. It's probably easier to kick them out from the corners, the edges. Alright, so Now we're getting ready to go. What I would ask is that during the portion of taxiing, when I'm taxiing, meaning going from here to the runway so we can do the takeoff from here to there while we're taking off, climbing, and until we get out of the pattern area, I would ask that you do not talk. No useless communication. We call that sterile cockpit. I will let you know when it's okay to talk again. In the air while we're cruising, I would ask that you keep an eye, help me out in locating traffic. That way we can avoid any conflicts. So what I would like you to do in order to do this is we're going to be scanning the sky from right to left, systematically. Every little area is up and down. Also, planes can be above or below. Once you see a plane, the most effective way of communicating to me where the plane is tell me by a reference of clock. So in front of us being 12 o'clock, completely to your right is your 3 o'clock, completely to your left across from me is the 9 o'clock, and obviously 6 behind. So if it's in front of us, you would tell me 12 o'clock, and that means to me just 12 o'clock means it's right in front of me at the same level. If it's high, you just say 12 o'clock high. So if it's about this, then it's about an 11 degree, 10 degree, 9 degree. Any questions regarding this? No? Good. Oh yeah, which reminds me, while cruising and all, taxiing and all that, another requirement by FAA regulation is that we keep the seatbelt on for the taxi, takeoff, and climb portions of it. You could take it off during cruise, but I would ask that you do not take it off. That way if we hit turbulence or something happens, you're secured in there. One less thing to think about, and that'll be good. I believe that is all that I have to communicate with you. Any questions? No? Good. Alright, so this is the plan. As a crew briefing, we're going to be taking off 9 left from what I saw the traffic, and our SOC is indicating pretty much an east wind at about 5 knots or so. So we'll use 9 left, which means we'll be taxiing via taxiway Alpha. We're currently at spot 2 right here, so we'll go to spot 2 at Alpha 3. Yeah. Here, sorry. We're here. We're going to go to Alpha, spot 2, Alpha all the way down to the run-up area of 9 left. We'll be taking to the east. So that's my taxi plan. We'll get the ATIS and find out what's our weather like, what's the wind speed, what's our altimeter setting, runway in use, and all that information. Crosswind, I do slight, maybe left, right crosswind, but it's not going to be a big factor. Taking off to the east, we don't have a 50-foot per se, except the buildings, which are more than, we have plenty of room to get above them. Our runway is 5,003 feet, and we need about, at our temperature, we need about 1,055 feet ground roll. This would be on a short takeoff, so for normal takeoff, that's going to be plenty. Not an issue. Departure, I talked, we're going to be departing to the northwest, so we'll probably be given the turn off when we turn crosswind to downwind. VA at our gross weight right now is 99 knots. I am the PIC, positive exchange of control. Should you need to take the control, you will say my control, I say your controls, and you reply my control when you have it. Sterile cockpit, I talk. Please do not talk while we're taxiing, taking off, climbing, unless it is necessary. No superfluous conversation. Now, safe attitude. So I am safe. Illness, medical, stress, alcohol, fatigue, environmental, and having a. So I've checked myself with these this morning. I am 100%. I'm good on that. So that completes our crew briefing. Moving on to the checklist, the before start checklist. So I have my seat belt are secured. I am closing down my door. Good. And let's start the cameras, let's say. So record. I see a red light there, and I see a right light there, so we're good with that. Bring my seat forward, and it's locked, so good there. Alright. So, fuel selector on both. Fuel shut off in, alter at static in. And mixture control is idle. Throttle cut off at throttle a quarter. Panel lights should all be off. Yep. Beacon light is on. Everything else is off. Avionics is off. Circuit breakers I've checked. Parking brake is released, and I'll be holding the brakes before I start. Checklist complete. So let's prime and start the engine. So master switch on. Mixture in, and we're gonna prime. 5 seconds until the fuel flow gauge moves. It moves, we're good. So I'm then gonna bring mixture back out, and we're ready to start. So I'm gonna clear the area. No one coming to the rear, to my right, in front, to the left. Clear prop. I don't hear anyone, so we're good to start. And here we go. Alright, mic check, good. My headphones are not on, so let's turn them on. Hello, 1 2 1 2. I think that's better. Alright, get this out of the way. Alright, so at 1200, I have green gauges everywhere and 0 on the amp, so let's lean out. I'll put this back a little bit and we'll start fine tuning. There it is.
For Victor Hotel,
4 turns.
118.9.
Good, so we're lean. We're still everything in the green, going to idle. And at idle power, I have 28 volts, full tanks. Green, green temp, green oil pressure, green vac, 0 on the amps. So all my engine instruments are working. I've checked this, check volt, let's check the annunciator again. Says we're clear, I have no faults indicated. We've leaned, so engine start checklist complete. Let's do the avionics now and my flight instruments. So I'm showing 0 here. So that's good. This will bring up a tad. That should be good. Pressure altitude, so if I put 29.92, I am showing about a 300 and about 80, so minus 380 feet on the pressure altitude. So if I go to my fuel elevation, we should be around a 30.34 maybe? We'll find out. So then here I'm on north, adjust the heading indicator. We'll be taking off to the east. Let's do our GPS now. Enter. The database was active on the right date. And okay. And we'll put the direct track to Tamiami. Select direct to. Activate. Enter. Enter. There we go. I need a track of 256 to get rid of that message, so let's go to 256. 5, 4, there. And we'll check the rain page. So I have more than 5 satellite. We're good with that. Go back to our map page. There it is. This one now. The database is on, but we're not using that for navigation, so we're okay. It's more for weather and safe taxi, I guess. So, there's select
Kendall-Tamiami, direct, activate and activate. Check the RAM page. More than 5 satellites all on the green, so we're good with that. Go back to the app page. Alright, so avionics has been set, altimeter and all that is set. We'll get the ATIS.
Kendall-Tamiami ground, you were broken, say again?
That's 90587, ready to go, 911.
Or 587,
We'll
monitor tower 118.9.
clearance on standby for comp 2, which is 133.0, good. Tower is probably going to be 134.6 for the north side, and we'll put 121.50 for the emergency on standby for comp 1. And we're going to go to comp 2 now, get the ATIS. Well, that's interesting. Why am I not hearing the ATIS? It is 124.0. One, 4.0, yeah. Guess I needed more volume.
Frequency to advisory ready for departure.
Troubleshooting.
All fixed wing departing aircraft contact clearance delivery 133.0. Attention all aircraft simultaneous approaches are being conducted to parallel runways, NOTAMs in effect. Read back all runway assignments, hold short instructions, altitude climb out. Choose caution bird activity in the vicinity of the airfield. Advisors contact you, have ATIS information pop up.
Papa.
10 a.m. Tower, ATIS information Papa. Time 1456 Zulu. Weather. Wind 100 at 14, visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 2100 broken, 2700 broken, temperature 262.21, altimeter 3032. ILS runway 9 on right, use GPS approach runway on left and use landing in departing runway 9 on right, runway 9 on left. Contact tower 118.9er. Ground control frequency 121.7. All aircraft are to remain on ground control frequency until advisory ready for departure. All fixed wing departing aircraft contact clearance delivery 133.0. Attention all aircraft simultaneous approaches are being conducted to parallel runways, NOTAMs in effect. Read back all runway assignments, hold short instructions, altitude climb out. Choose caution bird activity in the vicinity of the airfield. Advisors contact you, have ATIS information pop up.
Alright, I want to check one more time.
ATIS information pop up. Time 1456 Zulu. Weather. Wind 100 at 14, visibility 10. Sky condition, ceiling 2100 broken, 2700 broken, temperature 262.21, altimeter 3032. ILS runway 9 on right, use GPS approach runway on left and use landing in departing runway 9 on right, runway 9 on left. Contact tower 118.9er. Ground control frequency 121.
121.7 for the ground. We'll be set on standby. I switch already the tower frequency 118.0. The winds are 100 at 14, but since it's pretty much down my runway, I am not exceeding my crosswind or my headwind, which was 15, so we're right on the border. I personally feel comfortable with that, so I'm gonna go and fly today. Let's see what else. So avionics is set. The altimeter was 3032, which is almost what I called. So since I was about 25 minutes ago, it might have changed it slightly, but we're good. Alright, so flaps up, and I'll set 10 degrees when we take off. I want to do a soft field takeoff. Parking brake, I'll release and check the brakes. At this point, let me synchronize my camera, so that should synchronize, or help me synchronize, I should say. And everything still looks in the green. Yep. So brake check, clear left, no one coming from the rear. Alright, we're good. Here we go. We're moving and applying the brakes, and we're good. So clear right, clear left, let's go to spot 2 and call clearance. Alright, in the middle of my taxi, I guess, rep taxi area. Clear right. We're good. That's a nice plane on the left side, that red one.
Tamiami clearance, November 9264 Alpha.
November 9264 Alpha, Tamiami clearance survey.
9264
That's
Alpha.
a nice DC. I think I heard DC-6. What do you guys think?
We're ready.
Pretty nice plane, huh?
We'd like to see if we can play
Clear left, clear right. Man, very sweet. Alright, so
What's up, aircraft?
we're at spot 2 now.
We're PA-30.
We're gonna ask for a left departure. I'm gonna go do my maneuvers, and then when I come back, I'll ask for touch and go, staying in the pattern, and we'll practice my short and soft field landings. Alright, so I got 133 on COM 2, active, standby as ground, tower active, emergency standby. Alright. Good morning, Tamiami clearance, Skyhawk 994 Whiskey Whiskey at spot 2. We'll be doing a VFR departure to the northwest.
November 9264 Alpha, departure frequency will be 125.5, squawk 0004, and 8 is pop is current.
November 9264 Alpha, 125.5, and we'll be squawking 0004 in the box, and we have information Papa.
Roger, ground's on point 7. 994 Whiskey Whiskey, verify your type aircraft and where you parked.
Yes, sir. We're a Cessna 172. I am currently at spot 2 with information Papa VFR northwest.
November 4 Whiskey Whiskey, roger, ground's on point 7.
Ground point 7 for Whiskey Whiskey. Good day. So, searching the ground. He's got my clearance. He knows I'm doing a VFR departure to the northwest. Communicated that to the ground, so let's call ground now. I don't hear anyone. Good morning, Tamiami ground. Skyhawk 994 Whiskey Whiskey at spot 2, ready to taxi.
4 Whiskey Whiskey, Tamiami ground, runway 9 left, taxi via Alpha, advise and run up when ready.
9 left via Alpha, we'll advise when run up complete for Whiskey Whiskey. Alright, so we got clearance to taxi. Right side is clear, no one in front. And the taxi looks clear, so clear left. Let's go taxi. I'm gonna pretend I got a wind from the north, so we're gonna dive into the, or turn into the wind. And I'm gonna try to stay on the center line. So as I make my left, the wind should be behind me to the right, so I'm gonna dive and away from the wind, pushing the yoke forward.
Calling Tamiami ground.
As I'm stepping on the left, my ball deflects to the right, the wing shows a left deflection. As I do to the right, the ball goes to the left, my wing to the right. So I therefore know my turn coordinator is working. So we're good, let's taxi now.
321 Papa Golf, and if I'm correct, that's Cessna 152.
Yeah, he's on Alpha if you have him in sight there already.
Clear left and clear right.
I have the Cessna in sight, hold position.
And that plane is holding for me. I'm not gonna let him
finish with the run up.
Or 31 Lima.
Let him make me go any faster or anything to screw up.
Good morning, Cessna 155 Sierra Kilo on spot 17, ready for taxi.
155 Sierra Kilo, Tamiami ground, runway 9 left.
Clear on the left.
Echo Delta,
the wing sock is pretty much, it went up a bit now. So still to the east, a little bit, 5 degree. About almost 8 now.
Echo Delta 9 left, 155 Sierra
And
Kilo.
the plane is holding on the right, so I got
Papa Golf after the
right away, no one on the left.
Spot 4, taxi via Alpha.
Alright, after the Skyhawk, spot 4 via Alpha, 321 Papa Golf. Tamiami ground, November 9264 Alpha.
Ground to Tabria 68525, spot 1, ready to taxi.
9264 Alpha, Tamiami ground, you were stepped on, say again?
November 9264 Alpha is at spot 12, and we're ready to taxi.
Clear left.
Saratoga 64 Alpha, Tamiami ground, roger, Target taxi now, no delay. Taxi via Delta and Echo cross runway 13 for 9 right, sir.
Delta and Echo cross runway 13 for 9 right, 6-12.
And somebody else was calling broken
I think
unreadable?
that was Ryan calling.
Citabria 68525, spot 1, ready to taxi.
Plane on the right, holding.
525, Tamiami ground.
I have rudder away.
Opposite direction, Cirrus is pulling in
Left is
spot
clear.
4, runway 9 left, taxi via Alpha, advise when ready.
Hey, taxi runway 9 left, to hold for the inbound Cirrus traffic at spot 4, 525.
Good morning, Tamiami ground, Falcon 267 Whiskey Bravo, spot 17, ready to taxi with Papa.
Clear left.
Falcon 7 Whiskey Bravo, Tamiami ground, runway 9 right, taxi via Echo, cross runway 13, advise when ready.
9 via Echo, cross 13, and we'll let you know when we get there, Whiskey Bravo.
Ground 305, X-ray 3 Alpha 1.
The wind just picked up a little bit on that
Delta
one,
to
so.
runway 9 left, advise when you're ready.
Delta to 9 left, we'll advise when ready.
And ground 305, X-ray at Alpha 1 for spot 2.
And approaching my run out. No one on the left,
An aircraft at Alpha 1,
one on the right, so
305,
I'm gonna go onto the left side of the run up
5 X-ray, X-ray, Tamiami ground, hold position.
and put it into the wind.
Actually, 5 X-ray, X-ray, if you would, sir,
right.
just taxi straight ahead, make a 180 and hold short of taxiway Alpha, please.
Straight ahead and 180 holding at Alpha.
Miami ground 80 174 is ready for taxi.
80F 174, Tamiami ground, hold position.
Alright. So, run up area. That window came open. Oh no, I opened it. Close it now. Run up. Parking brake. I'm holding. Flight control box. Bearing left. Left aileron goes up. Right goes down. Pull back. Elevator goes up. Go right. And I should check. My trim is set. Go to the right. Right goes up. Left goes down. Elevator down. Good. Left rudder. Right rudder. Good. So control box control is good. Fuel selector. Ouch. Fuel selector on both. Fuel shutoff is in. Alternate static is in.
80F 174, Tamiami ground.
Good, so let's do the map check.
Falcon jet
Make sure
your
full
left,
forward, throttle to 1800. Check with
for runway 9 right.
a difference of 150 per mag, 50 between the two. Here it goes. So make sure in 1800 on the RPM, engine's RPM going up.
Falcon 7 Whiskey
Holding the
Bravo, you be ready to go at the end, sir?
Yes, we will, sir.
And we're at 18, going left mag.
Don't switch towers, stay with you, Whiskey Bravo.
And showing about 50. Going back on both, we're back at 18. Going to right mag at 50 as well. So we're good on all that. Green, green, full tanks, green temperature, green pressure, green vac, and 0 on the amps. Going to idle.
Falcon 7 Whiskey Bravo, monitor tower 118.9er.
Switching
At
tower.
idle, I still have 28 volts, full tanks. Green temperature, green oil pressure, green vacs. Well, the vacs is low because I'm probably, yeah, there we go. When you RPM too low, the vacs are going to be under. So we're good, the amps is 0. My heading is still showing correct.
692 Sierra Kilo at spot 17 ready for taxi with information Papa.
692 Sierra Kilo.
So all that is set.
Left taxi via Echo Delta, advising the run up when ready.
No annunciator, throttle, lean back again, so about Marlboro back, so about 1.5 inch, 2 inch. Make sure it's lean before takeoff. Run up checklist complete. Alright, pre-takeoff briefing again. We're taking off runway 9 left. My only 50-foot obstacle is the building, which are way more than 6,000-7,000 feet. So considering we have a roll requirement of about 1,000, 1,100, it's not going to be a factor. Wake turbulence is not a factor. I don't have any big, heavy airplanes in front of me. Wind, saw crosswind, is about east at a 10 knots, so we're good. Straight smack down the runway almost. Alright, emergency plan put in my head now. I am PIC, I gotta do it. No one else is gonna do it. So on the runway, right away, pull back idle, brake, and try to get off with control of the airplane. Above it, this is where I'm gonna change what I usually say. I prefer doing it at 1,000 feet since I've never done a 180. Well, actually, it's more than 180 considering you gotta come intercept the runway, so it's more like 230. So 1,000 feet, I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn to the right so I can, if anything, I can land on any airport road, taxiway, hopefully not, but the grass is probably a better option. So it's better than going to the left. There's a bunch of house. So at 500 though, below 500, I'm landing on the grass. There should be enough, or on the runway if it's still available. Emergency plan is complete. Pre-takeoff briefing complete. Fuel selector is still on both. Fuel shutoff is in. Flaps, I'm going to put 10 notch, 10 degree notch, I mean. I'm going to do a soft fill. Soft fill meaning I hold back as I'm taxiing onto the runway. Do not stop. Line up. Full power smoothly applied. At 50, the wheel is going to come off. We're going to go take off into ground effect. Hold ground effect until I reach 60 knots. 60 knots VX, I'm going to pull up. I'm also going to do, I guess, a short where I'm going to go up to 100 feet. 100 feet, I'm then going to go into VY. Flaps up when I see the airspeed positive. VY, flap up, complete. Up. Good. So elevator trim is set. Avionics flight instruments are set. Cabin doors are secure. Window secure. My window secure.
9 left. We're ready for
seatbelt. Seat. Yes. Parking brake is released. I'm holding the brake. We'll check traffic and we'll call. Before takeoff, final items. My lights. I'm going to put the landing light and strobe on. And I'm going to put the transponder on 1200. Go on alternate altitude mode. Make sure I'll put forward as we're taking off. Clock, it is 10:27 local. Zulu time is 15:27. We've already been burning, I guess, 21 minutes. So that's complete. When I'm climbing, once I get out of my short takeoff, I'll be putting the mixture to top of the green of the fuel flow. That will complete my climb checklist. On the cruise checklist, I will be leaning, which is already lean. I'll turn off the landing light and the cruise checklist would be complete. So here we go. We're going to call ground and tell them our run up is complete. Tamiami Tower, Skyhawk, ground, sorry, Skyhawk 994 Whiskey, run up complete.
4 Whiskey, monitor tower 118.9.
Tower 118.9 for Whiskey. So switching to tower, make sure in. We're going to check for our traffic on final. You're in, 10 degree flat, landing is on, beacon on, strobe on, good. And 100 degree wind would mean a slight right crosswind.
64 Alpha, right turn on course and contact departure.
Right turn on course, departure for 926 for Alpha. Good day.
525, that was you that was having transponder problems earlier, wasn't it?
Affirmative, 525.
It's looking good now. Altitude indicates 400.
Affirmative, 400, thanks, 525.
I don't see anyone on final.
Tamiami Tower, 66198 Quebec, or about 2 miles per heading, full stop.
November 994, Whiskey, KTMB Tower. Turn left northwest, runway 9 left there for takeoff.
Runway 9 left, clear for takeoff, for Whiskey. Alright, so short, soft.
November 619 Quebec, KTMB Tower. This is going to be a full stop back to the ramp.
Yeah, affirmative, sir. 619
We're not going to stop.
619 Quebec, runway 9 right, clear 2 lane.
We're not going to stop on the
right, 619 Quebec.
runway. I will pitch at 55. Alright, feet to the floor, 10 degrees. Here we go, full power smoothly applied. Airspeed's alive, green, full power. Airspeed's alive, 50, pitch up, ground effect. 60, VX. 100 feet, coming up now. Flap up. Let's get back on the center line here. Not bad. So now I'm at VY, approaching
ADF 174, Tamiami Tower, turn right southwest, runway 9 right,
lean
clear
for
for
top
takeoff.
Oh,
of the green.
9 right, clear for takeoff, ADF 174, thank you.
Top of the green, there we go. We keep climbing, VY. $700. We have noise abatement, so at 800 I can turn left.
Tamiami Tower, Cessna 714 Victor Hotel, inbound, no approach, suite offset.
74 Victor Hotel, Tamiami Tower, runway 9 right, clear low approach after completion, fly straight out.
Alright, 800, we're going to turn crosswind.
Line right.
Alright, slow down a little bit so we can hit our pattern altitude. Heading north. There we go. We're at pattern altitude, looking for my downwind. There's 104. Let's turn downwind. And we're gonna head toward my lake for northwest departure. Alright, checklist. Just gonna go flying all over the place here. Alright, so cruise checklist, make sure we lean. Landing light off. Good. Checklist complete. We'll take it back for descent. So I don't want to go more than 15 maybe here. Alright. So we're currently in Class Bravo 3000 shelf, or below it I should say, so I do not want to go above 3000. I'm currently shooting for 2500. I am at 15. And we're gonna go, actually we're not gonna be able to go up to 2500, we got all these clouds. So I'm gonna stay here, which is plenty enough for our ground reference maneuvers. And I'll go to the box. So I think I'll do a clearing turn.
November 714 Victor Hotel, traffic ahead and right 2 miles southwest on VFR altitude gauge 1200.
That's not me. So like I was saying, I'll do a clearing turn, do a steep turn around the L-shaped corner. Once I got my steep turn done to the right and to the left, I'll do a turn around the point. My wind was from 100, so it's behind me to the left where I'm downwind currently. So if I remember, they were saying those clouds were 2100, so 1600 is my legal limit. So that's about where I am.
53906, Canada Tower, turn left northwest, run on the left, take off.
Turn left northwest, arch approved, for runway 9 on the left, 53906.
I should have timed it to see how long it took. Well, we left at 27, so it was about 10, I'll say 15 minutes to get back to the airport. So 11:30, I should be heading back. Alright, so let's do a clearing turn to the left, because if people pass me, they should be passing on the right. So lift the left, I don't see anyone. Making a left turn, we'll keep 1600. So I'm looking for airplanes. Heading towards the south. I am not seeing anyone. No one coming from my left. The right looks clear. So let's go to the right. And it looks clear as well.
KTF 112, Tamiami Tower, fly northwest, runway 9 our left.
Alright, clearing turn complete. It looks good. I'm gonna set this to west. That's my entry heading. Alright, so about 1600 is my target. Let's do one to the right. So 2000 RPM, we turn into 30 degrees. As I pass 30 degrees, we increase my pitch into a 45-degree bank. Oh, that was not good. And roll back on the west, nose down. That was not good because I gained altitude. Alright, I gotta remember when I'm doing this, set myself up.
Show 4 Victor Hotel, speed and altitude preventing turn right southwest, contact departure.
Right southwest, contact departure, 4 Victor Hotel.
Alright, let's say
Cadet 148 Echo Romeo, inbound for landing 10 miles west of the airport with Papa.
alright, let's do it again.
November 164, Romeo, Tamiami Tower, ident. And where are you parking?
Okay, correction, this is 148 Echo Romeo, and we're parking at spot 14.
148 Echo Romeo, make straight at runway 9 right, runway 9 right, clear 2
Go faster.
Okay, straight for 9 right, clear land to 148 Echo Romeo.
KTF 112, turn left northwest, remain at Santa Mama Travel airspace.
Good. We're gonna be at 1600, so here we go again. To the right. Go. Gas on both. This. Make sure you.
52396, Roger, fly northwest now.
Lights are on. Good. So. At 9. Good. Here we go. So.
November 155, Sierra Kilo, Tamiami Tower, turn left northwest.
30 degrees. We pull back as we get to 45.
Fly northwest, run left,
the rivet.
Clear for takeoff, 155 Sierra Kilo.
On the horizon. That's better. Up on the west heading. And we roll back out. Nose down. Much better. Yeah, definitely get it set up. Alright. So, let's make a turn to the right. 180. Right, looks clear. And I'll do them to the east at 1600. Let's set up. Comes, gas on both, fuel shut off in, make sure in, flaps up, strobe lights on. One east at 1600, so we're good. So let's try them to the left. So here we go, 230 degree turn. As I get to 30, we start pulling back at 45 degrees, keep it on the horizon.
Fly straight out on 9 left, clear for takeoff, use your takeoff.
Looking for traffic. Getting too steep. up on east. Yeah, not my best. Try that again. Alright, 1600, 2000 RPM. Alright. On the east heading, I didn't see anyone while I was turning. Let's try again. So Gump West check. Going at 30 degrees. 45 is about here.
Sir 9, Christian November 2 Sierra Tango, turn right southwestbound, contact departure.
Right southwest, departure, thanks. Tamiami Tower, Cherokee 607 Foxtrot Tango, Zay at 10 to the southwest, inbound for landing with Papa.
Cherokee 607 Foxtrot Tango, Tamiami Tower, I did not
roll back out.
And I did 7 Foxtrot Tango.
That was better. Alright. So
Cherokee 607 Foxtrot Tango, traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, the Cessna 1,600 feet, being vectored by Miami approach. Flying northbound, make straight and runway 9 right.
And that'll be northbound, straight in 9 right, 7 Foxtrot Tango. We'll watch for that Cessna.
I'm thinking that might have been me that they were calling. Alright, so I'm gonna do some S maneuvers. Let's do
And Tamiami Tower, the Cherokee 607 Foxtrot Tango has a Cessna in sight.
Cherokee 607 Foxtrot Tango, roger, proceed direct the numbers, runway 9 right, runway 9 right.
And direct the numbers and clear land 9 right, 7 Foxtrot Tango.
shut off in, make sure it's in. We're gonna go downwind. As I pass the road, it will be steep, then into a shadow. We're gonna be doing this at 1,000 feet. I gotta get down. Alright, so we're coming down. We'll do 1,000 feet, right about here. And we're about passing the road. The road is fast, goes steep, steeper considering.
Bonanza 1550 uniform, Tamiami Tower, runway 9 left turn northwestbound, approved, clear for takeoff.
Then into a shallow, medium shallow bank.
Takeoff, clear for takeoff, 9 left, and left turn approved.
Shadow. We need to keep that radius. Aiming, I guess, for those trees over there. Alright, and we turn a bit more. And we're over the road. Another shadow turn. Since we're in the wind, as we approach our top, we'll be doing medium.
148 Echo Romeo, verify you park at spot 14.
148 park at spot 14.
To a steeper turn.
Down the runway, exit off at Echo 4, background.
Okay, roll.
Good. Alright, another steep turn.
Tower 7 on full Victor Hotel, established ILS 9 right, full stop.
So 714 Victor Hotel, Tamiami Tower, number 2, following suspect traffic on the 5 mile final runway 9 right, clear 2 man.
Number 2, clear the line, 9 right,
Shallow.
with that.
A lot more shallow.
155 is Christian 1550 uniform, contact departure.
50 uniform, see you later.
Alright, coming up over the road.
This is 67324 Tamiami Tower, runway 9 left, left turn northwest.
Over the road, we go to the left. Shadow as well.
Tamiami Tower, helicopter 71904 uniform.
Helicopter 71904
Altitude's getting a little low, let's bring it back up.
904 uniform is
Go
landmark
to a medium bank.
request with information. Papa request whiskey departure.
Helicopter 7194 uniform, Tamiami Tower, proceed on the whiskey departure
Into
from
a
around
steeper
moving area.
turn. Appears to be a house or something here.
303013 crossing allowed, 71904 uniform, thank you sir.
Wind check please.
Wind 110 at 15.
Thank you.
And coming over the road, we want to be level. And right about here. Alright, let's zoom to the left now. Get back to that point over there. Steep again. Yep, there's a house here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that on cameras, but there it is. Alright, as I get to this point, I want to be shallower. Maintaining 1,000 feet, looking for traffic as well. Going up on the road, and we're over the road now, turning shallow to the right,
And tower,
pulling back a little bit to maintain my 1,000 feet.
Just an aircraft use cautious skydive operation is being conducted by Pacifica 5 miles south of Tamiami, VFR below 10,000.
Should be turning over the canal. And then on the next pass, I'll go up east and we'll get back on downwind for turn around the point. How are we looking on time? 11. So we got about half an hour left. I want to go, actually we'll go sooner. I want to do some touch and goes and do my soft and short landings. Alright. Over the road. So let's do a clearing turn to the left. Left looks clear. So the S-turn seems okay. I just gotta remember to shallow out a lot
Continue
more.
down the runway, exit off at Echo 4, contact ground point 7. I got traffic on our 2 mile line.
4 sir, 657 Tango.
Or actually, let's do them at the corner over there, that way we're closer to the airport.
Tamiami Tower, Pacifica 9020, Tango is currently 5 to the south and off the landing.
Seem to have lost my pen. Good thing I keep extras in this little pocket.
9020, Tango-Tamiami Tower, roger.
Alright,
Make sure
so
for runway.
I gotta head a little bit, the corner's right over there.
Right base for 9 left.
Got antennas there, we're well clear of that.
That's the Fox 276 Mike, Tamiami Tower, runway 911, left turn northwestbound, approved, clear for takeoff, got traffic on a 2-mile right base.
Roger that, no takeoff, 911, 76 flight.
Pacifica 20 Tango, traffic, Skyhawk, departure, roll runway 911.
Traffic flight 20 Tango.
Alright.
714 Victor Hotel, contact ground point 7.
Well, I think if I fly over this here, there's a little house in the hammock in front of us. Hopefully the left wing strut mount camera will pick it up.
Base information, Quebec is current altimeter 3030.
Bunch of birds flying out of there.
110 at 20.
Shouldn't be a problem though. Then I'm gonna turn crosswind and go into downwind for that
Tango,
point.
request long landing.
20 Tango, long landing approved.
Wow, a Naren just crossed my path. Alright, going crosswind. This will be my clearing turn as well. So far so good. See no one. Good. We'll do a turn around the point over there. Left side looks clear, so I'm not gonna have anyone coming up on my rear. There we go, we're gonna turn. I'm gonna do left first. So, gas on both, fuel shut off in.
20 Tango, exit off, contact ground point 7.
Ground point 7, thanks.
We're on downwind. I want to keep 1,000 feet. Go a little bit to the right, we're kind of close to that point. Alright, 1,000 feet, so I will go into a steep bank here. Into a medium as I come on my base. And I want to get back to altitude, to a shadow turn, no, steep turn, to, no, shadow turn, what am I talking about? Keeping the distance. Looking for airplane at the same time. And then as we come crosswind, we're gonna steepen up a little bit more, not a whole lot more. We're gonna do that going crosswind and downwind.
Tamiami
because the wind is pushing us now. So now I'm going to start steepening up.
Number 90 Lima Foxtrot, Miami Tower, runway 90 left flag, straight out, takeoff.
Straight out, 90 left, clear for takeoff, 90 Lima Fox.
Looking good. Shadow out as I come into base. Oh, a little gust of wind here. Shadow. Shadow. Looking good. All right. Oh. We'll do one to the right after. I'll make a 360 loop back.
Alright, 90 Lima Foxtrot, contact departure.
Departure, see you on the way back, 90 Lima Fox.
See you, sir.
Clearing turn, and so far so good. Traffic. Alright, we're going downwind, 1,000 feet. Good. I'm a little close, we'll deviate a little left, and we're downwind, so let's deepen it up. And we're gonna go shallow. Shallow still.
8175 Miami Tower, runway 90 left, make left traffic clear for takeoff.
Bring down a bit to 1,000. As we come on crosswind here, we'll steepen it up.
88.75 Miami Tower, runway 90 left, make left traffic clear for takeoff.
Well, medium first and then steepening it up, going down. Keeping 1,000, looking for traffic.
Survey 130 Golf Alpha 10 Miami Tower, runway 90 right, fly heading 090, clear for takeoff.
We're crosswind good, medium bank. Going into steep as we come downwind. And that looks pretty good. We're on downwind. And I'm gonna break it off now. We're gonna get ATIS, go back in, touch and goes, and staying in the pattern. Alright, so 124.4.
112.7. All fixed wing departing aircraft contact clearance delivery first on 133.0. Attention all aircraft simultaneous approaches are being conducted to parallel runways. Notice salmon bird activity on and in the vicinity airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Quebec.
Quebec.
Tamiami Tower information, Quebec, 1553 observation, wind 110 at 16, visibility 10, ceiling 2,500 broken, 3,200 broken, temperature 262.20, altimeter 3031. ILS runway 9 right or GPS runway 9 left approaches in use, landing and departing runway 9 left or runway 9 right. Towers combined on 118.9er. Ground control is 121.7, all fixed wing departing aircraft, contact clearance delivery first on 133.0. Attention all aircraft simultaneous approaches are being conducted to parallel runways. Notice salmon bird activity on and in the vicinity airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec.
Quebec.
Tamiami Tower information, Quebec, 1553 observation, wind 110 at 16, visibility 10, ceiling 2,500 broken, 3,200 broken, temperature 262.20, altimeter 3031. ILS runway 9 right or GPS runway 9 left approaches in use, landing and departing runway 9 left or runway 9 right.
Alright. Back on tower. We're heading back east. So, Tamiami Tower.
Golf Alpha,
We're gonna do
traffic 11 correction traffic 1 o'clock.
touch and goes to
Westbound for caravan
touch and goes, stay in the pattern.
Established contact departure. Caravan 578 Golf Charlie, traffic 1 mile departure over runway 9 right. Caravan climbing out of 700 feet. Continue on the downwind.
Lincoln will continue on the downwind, Eagle Charlie.
Speed up to 2200. See if we can not burn all of our time to fly today. I have about 40 minutes left, 40 minutes. So that should give me a bunch of landings.
Charlie's got the other caravan in sight.
Roger, November 578 Golf Charlie, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, Eagle Charlie.
Up on 12 miles. We're west-northwest. The first one I'll do is a soft, well, let's do a normal first.
F175, runway 9 or left, clear, touch and go.
Idea 175, clear, touch and go, 9 or left.
And Tamiami Tower, Bonanza 36 Alpha Juliet's with you on the ILS 9 or right for a full stop.
Bonanza 36 Alpha Juliet, Tamiami Tower, runway 9 or right, clear to land.
6 Alpha Juliet, clear to land, 9 or right. Thank you, sir.
Tamiami Tower, Skyhawk 994 Whiskey.
Skyhawk 994 Whiskey, Tamiami Tower.
Yes, we're 10 nautical miles west-northwest of the airport, inbound with information, Quebec. Would like to do touch and go and stay in the pattern.
994 Whiskey, Tamiami Tower. IDENT, make straight in, runway 9 or left.
IDENT, straight in for runway 9 or left for Whiskey.
994 Whiskey, IDENT, observe.
So he's got me on radar. Get back to pattern. We'll go downwind for runway 9 or left, which means we'll follow, well, first I'll get to that lake and follow 104th Street. Speed it up a little. I don't know why I slowed down. I guess I slowed down because I wanted to descend a little faster, but that's fine. Just nose down a little bit. Pretty good day. I wish I could have gotten a little higher, but that's fine. Most of what I want to do is maneuvers and landings. So 1,000 feet is fine to 1700, I think, is what I was doing earlier.
Around 57, Echo Charlie, Echo 3, contact ground point 7. 3.7, Echo Charlie.
Alright, so approach and into our descent. We're gonna do full select on both, make sure fully in, avionics is set. Lights, so let's put the landing lights on. My instruments are on 110, so let's align that. We're gonna be landing none left. I got wind 110. Make sure it's already
994 Whiskey Whiskey, traffic 10 o'clock, 2 miles, southbound, Papa no announcing in case 1100.
Looking for traffic for Whiskey Whiskey.
He's just hovering over the map line.
Yeah, I don't see him.
That's 994 Whiskey Whiskey, traffic no back.
Roger for Whiskey Whiskey.
Alright. The normal approach. Let's start off with that, get in the habit again.
Miami Tower, Cherokee 8929 Foxtrot, with Quebec,
So there's my school, that's 104th Street.
west of the airport, request Tower Tango 911.
Turkey 8939 Foxtrot, San Miami Tower, ident. Turkey 8939 Foxtrot, ident, observe, make straight and runway 9 left.
Runway 9 left, Cherokee 8929 Foxtrot.
That's a 994 Whiskey Whiskey, runway 9 left, clear touch and go. At the completion touch and go, make left traffic.
Runway 9 left, clear for touch and go. After touch and go, make right traffic.
Left traffic.
Left traffic, Whiskey Whiskey. Alright. So, there's 9 left. And Chrome Avenue, I think, is this one, so this should be about a 3 mile.
Good afternoon, San Miami Tower. You got Cherokee 164 Echo Romeo, 5 miles to the northwest over the lake in a cement plant. Glad you come in for a few touch and goes on 9 left.
Cherokee 164 Echo Romeo, San Miami Tower, ident.
Ident 164 Echo Romeo.
Turkey 164 Echo Romeo, ident, observe, roger. Fly southwestbound, join a 5 mile final for runway 9 left.
Southwestbound for 5 mile final, 9 left, 164 Echo Romeo.
Alright, so we're going to slow it down.
88-175, your number 2, following Cessna traffic currently on a 2 mile straighter, runway 9 left, clear touch and go.
First notch of flap at 110.
88-175, clear touch and go, number 2, thanks.
Alright. Second notch, we need to slow this thing down. There's 80.
San Miami Tower, 36 Alpha Juliet, clear info 2.
36 Alpha Juliet, contact ground point 7.
Alpha Juliet ground, thanks for your help.
Put a third flap in. And altitude looks good.
164 Echo Romeo, proceed direct the numbers, runway 9 left for present position.
Direct to the numbers, 9 left, clear touch and go, 164 Echo Romeo.
Well, currently it's saying I'm too low. Let's bump in a little bit. Looking at the PAPI on the left. That's looking a little better. That's
Wind check, please.
Wind 090 at 20. Once he's Sparkle Romeo, you're going to be number 3 following Cessna traffic, turning a 2-mile base, runway 9 left, clear touch and go. After completion, touch and go, make left traffic.
Number 2, following traffic, I think I got the traffic in sight, and after touch and go, make left traffic, 16 Sparkle Romeo.
Number 8939 Foxtrot, you're going to be number 4 following Cessna traffic, 5 miles northwest of the airfield, making a straight in for runway 9 right, clear correction, runway 9 left, clear touch and go, runway. After completion, touch and go, make left traffic.
Out of left, clear touch and go, number 4, then left traffic, Foxtrot.
Number 39 Foxtrot, as you get closer, I'll give you another traffic call in your sequence.
Roger that, thank you.
looking good. Touch and go. So after this, full flaps up I mean, and then accelerate smoothly.
Tower area 188, about 11 miles southwest, Quebec.
80.88,
line back on the runway. Position my eyes. We level up. Power out.
88.88, I didn't observe. Make straight in, runway 9 right.
Line, flare. There we go. Flaps up. Full power. Right rudder, feet to the floor. Smoothly apply, crosswind correction. Full power, and we're off. Good. Flaps are up. Yep. And VY. Alright, at 500 we'll lean. Let's lean it out. Alright. Approaching 800 feet.
Number 8939 Foxtrot traffic that you're following is currently on a 1.5 mile final on your
crosswind.
12 back at your 12.
Traffic inside, Cherokee 8939 Foxtrot.
Alright, this one we're going to do a soft fill. So, 65 knots, normal approach pretty much. Idle level up as I'm flaring, add a tiny amount of power so that we can touch on the main wheel, hold off the nose wheel as long as we can.
Following that traffic, 8175.
Thank you.
So landing lights go. Good. Downwind, here we go.
88.88, runway 9 right, clear to
88.88, clear to land, 9 right, thank you.
Staying at 1,000 feet. Looking for my beam point. Alright, up on the beam, 15, 16. Make sure in, first notch of flat.
Cessna 994 Whiskey, you're going to be number 2 following Cessna traffic currently on a 1 mile final, runway 9 left, clear touch and go.
Runway 9 left, clear for touch and go for Whiskey. Alright. So looking for
Miami Tower, ADA 174 is southwest 10 miles from the airport. Waiting for confirmation, Quebec, inbound for landing.
ADA 174, Miami Tower, ident.
Ident, ADA 174.
ADA 174, ident,
traffic,
fly
so
northeastbound, make straight and runway 9 right.
Flying eastbound and expect 9 right, ADA 174. Thank you.
ADA 174, flying northeastbound.
Flying north eastbound.
Alright, second notch. And we're at 80. Good. 800, we're coming down.
ADA 175, you're going to be number 3 following Cessna traffic on base, runway 9 left, clear, touch and go.
Good.
ADA 175, clear, touch and go, 9 left. Touch and go number 3, ADA 175.
We got a little bit of crosswind correction here. Alright. He's on the ground. Turning final, we'll put the third flap in.
ADF 174, you're going to be number 2 following Cessna traffic currently on a 4-mile straight in, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Number 2, following the Cessna,
third flap,
9 right.
30-degree flap. And we're on glide slope. I'm at 70. So bump a little power to keep our altitude. Airspeed looks good. So here I want to make sure that I slowly pull out power all the way out, level up as I start to flare, which is a higher flare than normal. I want to hear that stall warning. Then I will add slight power, hold the nose up, wheel as long as I can.
Right, 939 Foxtrot, follow the pipe around the crosswind and heading to your left.
Follow the traffic, Cherokee 39 Foxtrot.
Alright. Looking good. At 65, we're fine. Slowly pull out the power, transition my eyes, level up. As we flare, oh, not yet. As we flare, slight power. Yeah, that was not it, that was too high. Flaps up, full power. Why did I think it was higher? I don't know. 60, rotate.
On 164 Echo Romeo, runway 9 left, clear, touch and go.
We're gonna try that again. What time do I have? 11.
Cherokee 164 Echo Romeo, runway 9 left, clear, touch and go.
Clear to Tango 164 Echo Romeo. 9 left.
Alright, 500, lean out. Top of the green. $800. We're gonna start our crosswind. No traffic. Alright. Cruise.
124 November.
So, 1,000 feet level. Power.
Right, 939 Foxtrot, number 2 following Piper on base, runway 9 left, clear, touch and go.
Back to on base, Cherokee 939 Foxtrot, clear, touch and go.
9 left.
Tamiami Tower, ADF 153, 10 miles northwest, bound for landing with Quebec.
ADF 153, Tamiami Tower, ident.
ADF 153.
ADF 188, exit off, contact ground point 7.
Contact ground point 7, ADF 188, thank you.
ADF 153, ident, observe, fly southbound, make straight and runway 9 right.
Alright, another soft deal.
Fly south, straight in runway 9 right, ADF 153.
So 994 Whiskey Whiskey, you're going to be number 3 following the pipe rate, you're 12 o'clock on and downwind runway 9 left, clear touch and go.
Runway 9 left, clear for touch and go, looking for traffic for Whiskey Whiskey.
So 5124 November, Tamiami Tower, runway 9 right, fly heading 090, clear for immediate takeoff traffic on a 1 mile climb.
Number 3, so...
Alright, clear 9 right, so fly 090, 5124 November.
So 5124 November, clear for immediate takeoff.
Clear for immediate takeoff, 5124 November, 9 right.
For Whiskey Whiskey has traffic in sight.
Roger, thank you.
Tower 65401, 1 mile from Leyden.
So we're going to wait until he's a beam with me before turning.
Tamiami Tower, runway 9 right, clear to land.
9 right, clear to land 401.
So mixture in, and I'll do the flap when we get to Chrome Avenue, I think. Let's slow it down a little bit, I guess. There he is. So he's now past me. Let's turn. And let's, once I get on base, I'll put 1 notch of flap.
ADF 175, you're going to be number 3 following suspect traffic turning a 2 mile base, runway 9 left, clear touch and go.
ADF 175, follow the traffic, clear touch and go.
ADF 175, verify, you're going to be number 3 following suspect traffic on the base.
ADF 175, turn base, hold on traffic 9 left.
Okay, ADF 175, negative, extend downwind.
And ADF 175 will be number 3, touch and go 9 left. We have that traffic in sight. We'll extend ADF 175.
ADF 175, roger, no need to extend if you got the traffic inside, runway 9 left, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go 9 left, ADF 175, sorry.
Alright.
So 5124 November, contact departure.
85.
Contacting departure, 5124 November.
ADF 174, exit off Echo 2, contact ground point 7.
Second
Echo 2,
notch.
contact ground 137, thank you, ADF 174.
ADF 153, proceed direct the numbers, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Runway 9 right, clear to land, ADF 153.
Tamiami Tower, if you want me 5 miles,
30-degree flap
from base on the ILS 9 right, full stop.
Verify call sign 831 Bravo Romeo.
Roger.
Number 831 Bravo Romeo, Tamiami Tower, runway 9 right, clear land, you're following Cessna traffic currently on a 7 mile straight.
Roger, Coke Lane 9 right, we're following some traffic, 831 Bravo
I
Romeo.
want to adjust my altitude and speed here. There we go, 65. That's our power.
8 miles east southeast with Quebec, inbound for landing, north side.
The Tower 68525, Tamiami Tower, ident.
The slope is saying I'm low, so we're going
The
to
Tower 68525, Tamiami Tower,
our
ident.
altitude
Observe,
until
continue
we're stabilized again.
westbound, left downwind, runway 9 left.
Left downwind, 9 left, 525.
There you go, that's looking a bit better.
Number 8939 Foxtrot Falls, that's
So,
the Piper on the
full
left.
flat,
crossing.
make sure you're in, landing lights are on. I'm gonna be at 65 when I come in for landing, and then level up, pull out power as I'm flaring, add a little bit. There it is. Pull the power out. Level up. Light amount of power. A little better, but not the greatest. Full power. Crosswind correction. Airspeed's alive, 6C and rotate.
For 164 Echo Romeo, your number 2 phone sets the traffic inside the Westfield boundary, runway 90 left, clear, touch and go.
Number 2 phone sets the traffic, clear, touch and go, 164 Echo Romeo.
Number 8939 Foxtrot, you're going to be number 3 following this Piper on the downwind, runway 90 left, clear, touch and go.
Number 6, Alpha Tango, 9er left, 8939 Foxtrot.
Tower ADF 175 is going around.
ADF 175, roger, fly straight out.
Flying straight out, ADF 175.
Make sure lean to the top. Good. Lights are on. Climb checklist complete.
That's a 994 Whiskey, Whiskey, give me an early left crosswind.
Early left crosswind for Whiskey Whiskey.
Central 68525, look for excessive traffic ahead to your left turning crosswind at 800 feet. Central 68525, Tamiami Tower, look for excessive traffic turning left crosswind at your 12 o'clock at 900 feet. 5256. That's a 65401, contact ground point 7.
Ground 7, 65401.
Alright, cruise. So seatbelt, seat, gas on both, fuel shut off in. I'll do mixture when I get a beam.
ADF 175, continue straight out and I'll call your left crosswind. Look for Centrava, currently at heading to your left at 900 feet, joining the downwind.
Continue flying straight out, we'll look for the traffic, ADF 175.
Tamiami Tower, 831 Bravo Romeo, passing late.
Number 831 Bravo Romeo, Tamiami Tower, runway 90 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 90 right, 831 Bravo Romeo.
Coming a beam.
Traffic inside for ADF 175.
Okay, ADF 175, follow that traffic.
Following him, ADF 175.
That's a 994 Whiskey, Whiskey. You're going to be number 3 phone, Piper turning base, runway 90 left, clear, touch and go.
Runway 9 left clear for touch and go. Number 3 looking for traffic for Whiskey Whiskey. So that's 1. And tower for Whiskey Whiskey has traffic inside.
4 Whiskey, Whiskey, roger.
And I let myself get down, shoot. Alright, so let's stay here. Put the first notch of flap. Balloon up too much. Okay, there he is. And use the beam. Let's turn base.
Tower 29 Foxtrot, calling me action immediate on a full stop.
Who wants to make this a full stop?
It's 39 Foxtrot if possible.
39 Foxtrot, runway 90 left, clear to land.
90 left, clear to land, 39 Foxtrot, thank you.
Central 68525, extend downwind, I'll call your base.
525, roger.
Alright, turning final. And 75 knots, we'll add a third flap to slow us down. 30-degree flap. Keeping the nose down. And using
Tamiami ground, November 5512, I'm about 10 miles northwest of the airport. Request for a full stop, please.
Number 8939 Foxtrot, exit off Alpha 2, contact ground 121.7.
Alpha 2, Cherokee 8939.
Tamiami Tower, 555 Charlie Victor, 11 miles westbound for landing information pass.
555 Charlie Victor, Tamiami Tower, roger, fly south eastbound, make straight and runway 90 right.
571 make straight, runway 90 right, 555 Charlie Victor.
555 Charlie Victor, verify, make straight in for runway 90 right.
Runway 90 right, 555 Charlie Victor.
Roger. ADF 153, contact ground point 7.
Contact ground 147, ADF 153, thank you, sir.
Alright.
Tamiami Tower, November 55182.
We're set up. I want to be a
Number
little slow.
55182, Tamiami Tower State request.
There you go.
I'm about 11 miles northwest of the airport. Request for a full stop, please.
Number 55182, Tamiami Tower, ident.
Ident 55182.
Pull the power out.
Central 68525, turn base.
Let come
Runway 90
down.
left.
Nice
Clear to
transition. Level.
Base 525.
Slight power. Hold the nose.
ADF 175, you're going to be number 2 following Central, runway 90 left, clear, touch and go.
There we go. Flaps up.
502 Tango 90 left.
Full power.
Number
There you go, my
55182,
first
ident
good
observe, flight
self-fill.
southbound, make straight in for runway 90 right.
Ident flight straight in for 90 right. 55182, sorry.
ADF,
Roll.
runway
Okay.
31 Bravo Romeo, exit off Echo 2, contact ground point 7.
Echo 2, ground point 7,
Sure.
Number Romeo.
Landing lights
Number
are on.
902 Sierra Tango, Tamiami Tower, runway 90 left, fly straight out for now, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 9 left, straight out, 20 Tango.
164 Echo Romeo, extend downwind, I'll call your base.
Extended downwind, you'll call the base 164 Echo Romeo.
That's 226 Julia Alpha, runway
do
90
another
left,
one.
fly straight out, clear for takeoff, stay with me for another turn.
Make sure it's not a fluke.
left, on the way, heading 226 Alpha.
Our 515 Romeo Delta, Tamiami Tower, runway 90 right, right turn southwestbound approved, clear for takeoff.
90 right, clear for southwest departure. Cessna 515 Romeo Delta.
That's a 2 Sierra Tango, right turn southwestbound approved, contact departure.
2 Sierra Tango, contact departure, thanks.
That's a 55182, flight due southbound from present position, look for excessive traffic currently on the 8-mile funnel, that's your traffic to follow.
That is Sir 55182, flying southbound for 90 right.
164 Echo Romeo, you're number 3, you're going to be following a Cessna traffic currently on a 3-mile straight in, heading to your left, runway 90 left, clear touch and go.
90 left, clear for touch and go, looking for traffic 164 Echo Romeo.
Roger, you're going to be number 3.
Number 3, 164 Echo Romeo.
That's a 994 Whiskey on downwind, extend downwind, I'll call your base.
Extend downwind, you'll call my base for Whiskey Whiskey. Alright, so we're going to extend downwind, he's going to call my base. So we're going to maintain,
Roger, thank you.
we're going to maintain 1000.
555 Charlie Victor, runway 90 right, clear to land.
Delta land, runway 90 right, 555 Charlie.
That's a 55182, traffic to follow is at your 12 o'clock, 2 miles eastbound, Cessna 1,600 feet, report that traffic in sight.
Looking for the traffic, oh okay, I'll have the traffic inside, 2 miles, 12 o'clock, 55182.
55182, follow that traffic number 2, runway 90 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, following the traffic. 55182.
Cessna 226 Julie Alpha, left turn northwestbound, approved, contact departure.
Down on board, Cessna Julie Alpha, contact departure.
And my pilot camera just died, so guys, I'm sorry you're not gonna see my pretty face when I react to my landing, so.
That's 994 Whiskey Whiskey. You're going to be number 4 following the Piper, currently on a 3-mile base for runway 9 or left. Report that traffic in sight.
Runway 9 or left, looking for traffic number 4 for Whiskey Whiskey.
That's a 67973 Tamiami Tower, runway 9 or right turn southwestbound, approved, clear for takeoff.
67973, 9 or right, clear for takeoff, right turn southwestbound, approved.
Tower 68525, no delay to Alpha 1. Traffic on short, final contact, ground point 7.
Runway ground point 7525.
Tower 4 Whiskey Whiskey, is the traffic past me?
No, 4 Whiskey Whiskey, affirmative, the traffic pass, you can turn base, runway 9 or left, clear, touch and go.
4 Whiskey Whiskey has traffic inside, turning base, 4 Whiskey Whiskey.
That's a 6348 Bravo Tamiami Tower, following sets of traffic on the upwind, right turn southwestbound, approved, runway 9 or right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, following the 152 on the upwind, clear for takeoff, 9 or right, Cessna 634 Bravo.
Alright, 1 notch. We're at 4 miles, so I still got a little.
Miami Tower, ATF 179, 10 nautical miles northeast from the airport, inbound for landing with information Quebec.
ADF 179 Tamiami Tower, IDEN altimeter 3030.
IDEN, ADF 179.
That's a 6348 Bravo, no delay on the roll, I got traffic on a 2-mile.
No delay, 4 Bravo.
ADF 179, IDEN observe, fly southbound, make straight in runway 9 or right.
Fly southbound, straight in for 9 and right, ADF 179.
And there's final. Turning. Second 20 degree flap, I mean. We're still above 85, so let me slow it down. And there's 85, so 20 degree flap. That's a long final.
ADF 179, proceed direct the numbers, runway 9 or right, clear to land.
Direct to the numbers, ADF 179, 9 and right, clear to land.
Yeah, I didn't quite judge how far out I was. So bumping at a low power to keep my altitude, and we're gonna keep 65.
Tower, ADF 175, I'd like to request full stop.
ADF 175, understand you're requesting full stop.
Affirmative, sir, ADF 175.
ADF 175,
So I got another 15 minutes. Do one of that and 1 or 2
Number
short
5,
there.
Charlie Victor, contact ground point 7.
salute. Thank you.
Tower 4 Whiskey Whiskey, want to make sure I'm clear for landing.
Tower 4 Whiskey Whiskey, affirmative, runway 90 left, clear, touch and go, or you want a full stop?
Touch and go, please.
994 Whiskey Whiskey, runway 90 left, clear, touch and go.
Runway 90 left, clear for touch and go for Whiskey Whiskey. Alright.
And Tower, did you get the minute call for 2 Sierra Tango?
No, I did not. All aircraft use caution. Skydive operations being conducted 5 miles south of Tamiami by Pacifico VFR below 10,000. Thank you, sir. ADF 175, runway 90 left, clear to land.
ADF 175, clear to land, 90 left.
Alright, level up, slight power. There we go. Perfect soft field. Flaps up. Make sure you're in full power, right rudder, right crosswind. And 6C, rotate. Alright, that was a very good, in my opinion, that was very good. I was coming in a little fast though, but I readjusted my speed and altitude. It was a little bit all over, but the actual touchdown was good. Let's try shut field now. So, gas is on both, fuel shut off in, make sure you're in, flaps up.
Tower 164 Echo Romeo, should be a full stop.
164 Echo Romeo, roger, expect that.
So 1 or 2 more, and then I gotta head in. That'll be 2 hours already. 500, we'll lean to top of the green.
48 Bravo.
There we go.
48 Bravo, Tamiami Tower.
Yes, sir, we lost 9073 ahead of us in the haze. What's the position around ground?
Say again your call sign, sir?
Cessna 6348 Bravo, we are following that Cessna 162 traffic, Cessna 7973. I lost in the haze ahead of us, just wanted to make sure we weren't too close.
Right, number 48 Bravo, that Cessna's 5 miles, actually, friction, 3 miles southeast of your position, not a factor.
Okay, thanks, 48 Bravo, and frequency change?
Frequency change approved, number 48 Bravo.
Alright, see you in a bit, 48 Bravo.
164 Echo Romeo, runway 90 left, clear to land.
So short field, I want to be
Tamiami Tower,
high at 62.
Tango, currently 5 to the southwest, inbound for landing.
Full flaps.
902 Sierra Tango, Tamiami Tower, roger, join a 4-mile base for runway 90 left.
Aim ahead of the runway. We got wind, so I'm gonna be slightly ahead.
902 Sierra Tango, traffic 12 o'clock less than a mile southwest on Cessna 1.
Flare.
Turning northeast on 20 Tango.
Roger. ADF, friction Cessna 994 Whiskey Whiskey. You're going to be number 2 following the Piper at your 12 o'clock, runway 90 left, clear, touch and go.
Runway 90 left, clear for touch and go, following Piper, number 2 for Whiskey Whiskey. Traffic inside, by the way. So the Piper is right smack in front of me.
Traffic and type for 2 Sierra Tango, they're behind us.
Follow him, I gotta get back to pattern now.
Traffic and type for 2 Sierra Tango, they're no factor.
Thank you, sir.
So that's gonna change a little bit my approach for short. Guess I'm gonna have to judge.
Enter 2 Sierra Tango, traffic still factor, fly northwestbound for spacing there.
Northwestbound for 2 Sierra Tango.
Sounds like they switched controllers.
ADF 175, contact ground.
Ground point 780, 165.
Guess he's going on a low approach. Hasn't turned final yet, so I'm gonna extend a little bit. There he goes. So I'm gonna go. Gonna have
20 Tango, Roger. Continue northwestbound traffic at 1 o'clock, 2 miles, about to turn base there, 1,000 feet, Cessna.
We're looking for 20 Tango.
Alright.
Traffic in sight for 20 Tango.
And 20 Tango, Roger that. Just continue northwest. Plan to do a left teardrop back to runway 9 or left.
Alright, we'll plan on a left teardrop for 9 left, 20 Tango.
8AF179 or left turn Echo 2, contact ground.
Outside on Echo 2, contact ground, 8AF179. Thank you, sir.
So I want to be at 700 on final. My final is usually over there. So I'm going to try to hold my altitude a little bit longer.
300 Echo X-ray, Tamiami Tower, runway 9
now.
right at Echo 3, cleared straight out approved, runway 9 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright.
Okay, straight out for now, and we like to turn to the southwest, 300 Echo X-ray.
Roger. 2 Sierra Tango, you can start your left turn and join the final. Your number 3, runway 9 or left, clear to land.
Number 3, clear to land, 9 left, 2 Sierra Tango.
Alright. So my final should be by just before the road over there.
Tamiami Tower, Lear 550 Tango Charlie, ILS 9 right.
30-degree flap.
Clear 0 Tango Charlie, Tamiami Tower, runway 9 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 9 right, 50 Tango Charlie.
I need to slow down the plane. 70, and there's 65. I don't want to lose my altitude too much. Alright, we're gonna stay
Air 4 Echo Romeo, the right turn out for 1, contact ground.
Right turn Alpha 1, ground point 7, 164 Echo Romeo.
Tamiami Tower, 521 Juliet Tango, 7 miles southwest from the field, inbound for landing with information, Quebec.
1 Juliet Tango, Tamiami Tower, ident.
Well ident, 521 Juliet Tango.
The 300 Echo X-ray, southwest turn approved.
300 Echo X-ray.
And 1 Juliet Tango, proceed direct to numbers, runway 9 right.
9 right, 521 Juliet Tango.
Tower, 4 Whiskey Whiskey for touch and go.
4 Whiskey Whiskey, runway 9 left, clear, touch and go.
Runway 9 left, clear for touch and go, 4 Whiskey Whiskey. Alright. I don't remember him telling me I was, so better make sure that we are. Alright, so I'm real too fast, so pull power. Nose up. 70. And there's 65, and I want 62, so about here. Add a little bit of power. Let it come in. I want to land on the numbers. So, level up. I landed where I wanted, but that was real rough. Let's try that again. Full power. Right rudder. Come on. And rotate. Make sure in.
Air 1 Juliet
Guess I
Tango,
forgot my mixer over
traffic
there.
is on a 2-mile final, Learjet, caution wake turbulence, number 2, runway 9 right, clear to land.
And that's going to be my last one. It's almost 12 o'clock already.
Number 2, clear to land, 521 Juliet Tango.
The 300 Echo X-ray, frequency change approved, good day.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Laying out on climb for top of the green. Right about here, good. Looking for my noise abatement altitude to turn crosswind.
Air 2 Sierra Tango, right turn Alpha 2, contact ground.
There it is.
2, contact ground, thanks.
Turning crosswind. There's the bird right there. There's my downwind.
00 Tango Charlie, left turn Echo 4, contact ground.
Left Echo 4 over ground, 50 Tango Charlie.
Tower 4 Whiskey Whiskey, number 1, runway 9 left, clear touch and go.
Tower 4 Whiskey Whiskey would like a full stop landing.
Tower 4 Whiskey Whiskey, runway 9 left, clear to land.
Runway 9 left, clear to land for Whiskey Whiskey. Alright, this is it. Come on, Eric. You can do it. So, make sure you're in. Flap, I'll get when I'm a beam. Fuel and both, shut off in. Landing, strobe on. And I'm about a beam. So, power out to 16. First notch of flaps. Dump a little bit of power. I don't want to lose all my altitude here. Looking for 45 degrees. Don't want to drop more than I am now. I'm at 62. Yeah, I don't want to. And there it is. So turning base. Second.
Attention aircraft, ATIS information, Romeo is now current altimeter 3029er.
Third notch. Need to slow this thing down. And there's my final. It's turn. I want to keep 65. Alright. Now, we're gonna pretty much idle it in.
Roger the Tango, contact ground.
Contact ground, 521 Juliet Tango.
There's the runway. Level up. Start to flare. Good. Aerodynamic braking, flaps up, put the weight on my wheels.
4 Whiskey Whiskey, right turn Alpha 1, contact ground.
Right at Alpha 1, contact ground, 0.7. Have a good day. 4 Whiskey Whiskey.
LA 9 Yankee Whiskey, Tamiami Tower, fly runway heading, runway 9 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 9 left, runway heading upon departure for Skyline 759 Yankee Whiskey.
Alright. Let's do the checklist after landing. After landing, lights landing off, strobe off. Make sure lean about here. Transponder going to standby mode. Flaps are up already. Trim down. Correction for the wind. And it's contact ground. I forgot, where am I? Alpha 1. Alright, so sorry for bumping the camera. I hope it wasn't off the whole time. Tamiami ground, Skyhawk 994 Whiskey at Alpha 1. Going to spot 2, please.
Is that 4 Whiskey, sir?
Affirmative, sir. 4 Whiskey.
4 Whiskey, taxi the Alpha.
Alpha to the ramp. 4 Whiskey. Have a good day. Thank you.
You did it.
Alright, clear right. Clear left, and the center is clear.
This is 141 uniform, holding short now right, ready to go.
15 uniform, monitor tower 18.9.
Mounting now 118.9.
Wind ahead of me. We turn into the wind. Clear right, and Alpha 2 is clear. So hopefully tomorrow I can remember how to do exactly what I did at the end of my 3 or 4 attempts at soft field and short field landing. Clear. Yeah. I mean, I can do the maneuver. The problem is I can't do it every single time, and yeah, I need to. So we're definitely gonna practice over and over. And isn't that the motto of every pilot, is to always be learning, making sure that their skills are always at peak performance, should the need call for it, right? Clear right. Run up area for 27 right looks clear. My right side is clear. So I think the biggest thing, aside from everything I said, where I guess everything goes wrong for most people, is not letting the pressure get to you, staying calm, setting yourself up for the maneuver. That's one thing I do a lot is, or I do wrong a lot, is jumping into it even before I'm ready physically with the plane, everything configured, but more so mentally. I haven't thought, I don't have the frame of mind, okay, what is it I'm doing, what I'm gonna do. It's not in my mind yet, so I gotta remember tomorrow, don't start until I'm ready. Clear right, we're at spot 2. As I turn here, my wind is gonna be from the left, so we'll turn into the wind. So correcting for into the wind, no diving, neutral elevators. Clear left, and center is clear. No one coming from the right. Avoid all those anchor points. Clear left. Clear. Alright. Keeping the center, now the wind is on my right side. Dive into the wind. Turn into the wind, not dive. Alright, we're good on the right, left is good. And we're pretty much exactly at 2 hours.
Tamiami ground, this is ADF 145, runway 9 left, front up is complete.
Alright, so we're back at our spot. I gotta remember with the examiner now, shutdown and secure with the checklist in hand, so here we go. Parking brake, I'm not gonna set, but I'm holding the brakes. Avionics off, so everyone at YouTube, thank you for following me. I don't know if I'll be able to put the Checkride up. It'll depend on the examiner if he wants me to record it, and on top of that, upload to YouTube. So if I get his permission, you'll have it on YouTube. So for now, this is Canadian Flying Bacon signing off. Alright, have a good day.
Wherever you are in the world, share your aviation. Share Aviation, a network for pilots by pilots.